All right. Hello, guys. I know it's been a minute. Let's just say that Mercury retrograde kind of threw me on my butt. Between Mercury retrograde and all of the other astrology placements from August. Um, yeah, it's been a wild ride. I wasn't expecting some of them. Some of it's probably not just astrology, and it was just things in my life that needed to come out anyway. But that's beside the point. Um, Today we're going to be looking at the energy of this coming week. This is the week of, let's see, August 25th. Today's the 25th, so the 26th, which is Monday, until really August 31st. September 1st is also a Monday. This is crazy. So when I've been looking at my calendar this week, I don't know about y'all, but first of all, it's like, okay, is Mercury retrograde not over yet? What's been happening? Second, I keep thinking September 1st is next week and not, or this coming week, like tomorrow, and not next week. I just feel like we should already be done with August, right? August should be over with, and it's not yet. I've had several days the past few weeks that just felt like entire years in a sense. So coming off of some of that, I've just needed a little extra time to recuperate. I'm sure some of y'all are feeling the same way. It's been a roller coaster. So let's talk about the energy of this week coming up for September. See, I'm doing it again. For August 26th. My goodness, if we could get through it. I will say earlier I was thinking about this. I'm going to ask real quick if I can connect with Spirit. Okay. Let me pull the cards and I'll talk about what I was thinking earlier because, okay. I feel led to just pull from the top. So we'll see. Okay, so there's Death in reverse. That's fun. Five of coins. And also in reverse. And the, Knight of Swords. Okay. All right, we're going to go with this for now. So, let's talk about some of this. All right, so Death, in another deck in the Light Seers Tarot, it's like Death and Rebirth, because death always follows rebirth. So there's something in us that probably needs to die, and we are just holding on to it for whatever reason. And we're having trouble. So the Five of Coins, little match girl in this deck, poor little match girl, sitting outside. She's outside of a church. Usually churches have those resources, or at least they're supposed to. I'm not going to quibble about what religion should and shouldn't have these days, and that they definitely don't. But she's got this little match and she needs resources, and technically the church should have them. They're just not providing them for her. So not only do we need to release something that we're afraid to let go of, we don't see the resources that we have. So here we have the Knight of Swords. That's like, all right, guys, I'm done. We're about to cut through the crap. We're just going to cut through it all. And things are just going to be different. When I was thinking about maybe doing a reading today, I was like, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? One of my guides was like starting to show me things from this week. And what I definitely saw was a wall, like just this wall. And it feels maybe like you've hit this wall. I've told you there, I've already said in this reading, I feel like this next week of August does not exist. Guess what? It does. There's a wall. There's a wall keeping me from seeing it energetically. And at first I was like, oh, am I just not supposed to see what's happening? No, because then the wall crumbled. So it's like, if there's any walls or blockages in our lives, we're going to see those start to crumble. And then by the end of the week, around the time that Mercury retrograde ends, right, on Mercury goes direct on August 28th. So yay. And about the middle of the week, that wall should be kind of clearing up some things. For example, like if there's a move that you're like, oh, I need to make this move, I need to do this thing, I don't want to do the thing, something comes up that either forces you to move or forces you to say something that you've been holding on to, or all of a sudden you have the resources. So we start this week of like things needing to change. Something that we can't see finally becomes clear. And then the Knight of Swords helps us to move through that energy there. So, yeah. It's gonna be an interesting week, guys, for sure. Because on top of that, we have the astrology of next week, which I am very interested in seeing what exactly happens. I am not an astrologer, by the way. I recognize some of the transits that are coming up because I follow a really awesome astrologer who I absolutely love. And if you haven't checked her out yet, Laurie Rivers from the Awake Space Astrology podcast. It's fantastic. Anytime I talk about astrology or transits, it's all what I've learned from her. Her Patreon is freaking awesome. And I'm just going to tell you, the way she explains astrology cuts through the crap and gives the resources that I know that I need. Which I think it's funny. There's just a knock on my door. It's like, hello, resources are coming in. Maybe that's a good resource for some of you if you're like really upset about stuff or whatever. Or things just aren't really clear right now, and you're like, ooh, I need clarity. Even just listening to her podcast, you can join her Patreon for free. Like I said, she gives amazing resources. She explains things clearly, really does cut through the crap. I freaking love her. But anyway, that's what's coming up this week. And yeah, so hopefully next week, we're better able to handle whatever death and rebirth stuff is coming up. Because that's the thing about the death card, guys, is that it's always about death and rebirth. Whatever skin you're shedding, snake analogy for those of you who know, whatever skin that you're shedding, like it's ready. It's ready to come off. Sometimes we just need that impetus, like that outside force to help us really move through stuff. Hopefully by the end of the week, that starts becoming really clear for most of us. Probably not everybody, and there's definitely instances where if you know that you need to get out of a situation, you probably need to be taking steps to prepare for that. Either way. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Hopefully I'll see you next week. We'll see how those September transits affect me. Anyway, love you guys. Hope you have a fabulous week. I'll see you next time. All right, bye.